Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another Everyday Growth Advisors live stream. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What a day. We had election results coming out slowly but surely, and some key movers on stocks that I've been watching for the past few days. If you haven't been watching my analysis on Twitter, highly recommend to you to go check it out. I called out a couple of them that have already pretty much paid. KWeb here, which was kind of on the brink of breaking out, and as I've been mentioning, Chinese tech, seeing lots of inflows given the risk-off in U.S. equities, lots of opportunities there, and today KWeb actually broke out of this little resistance out here. So we are expecting a nice little move up here, followed with Chinese tech. Big volume buying on yesterday before the market closed. So that was a great little tidbit that I left for you guys. Also, CrowdStrike, which is something that I was covering for the past few days. Left that tidbit in the Everyday Growth Advisors mentored in the technical analysis chat. If you didn't have a look at this one, I posted the analysis for this one with CrowdStrike establishing an uptrend, 2 higher highs, 2 higher lows, and above the demand zone. Consolidation was good, Break above the resistance would be great play to the upside with the good risk to reward ratio setup here. 1 hour chart of CrowdStrike right yesterday when it was right above the demand zone, and today right at the market open we can see CrowdStrike has moved to 132, so about a $6 move up. Really nice movement there. Congratulations if you played it. These are the kinds of high success rate trade setups that I like to look for with a established track record of volatility momentum. This one was on my list for a while, and so this was a great play. Also, along with that, we had showed Microsoft, also now intrinsically valued, potentially was looking for a further push downside before picking up shares. But I did say you guys should enter, watch for this one to rally into the next month with other tech names, and I said, pick up some shares, but pick up some shares here, but cost average down if it drops further. So this was another one that you could have played that paid handsomely. Microsoft is up about $8 pre-market. This is a great play. These were, some of the ones that I was just, generally doing updates on, and then of course DocuSign and Caterpillar. DocuSign here with a huge $10 move up to the upside. Also same setup here above the demand zone, consolidating nicely, and now gapping up big time. And then Caterpillar with the slightly move down, but this one's going to present a longer term opportunity if it potentially breaks out of this zone here. So Caterpillar is the only one out of all of them that when pretty much from the day we called it out, which was here, we were hoping for this to go up. It actually made the move up, got rejected, came back down. So this was actually a good risk to reward ratio setup on Monday, but we didn't take it, and it actually ended up playing out the way that it should have. So congratulations if any one of you guys played these setups. They were all high success rate setups that I only share. If you go on my Twitter, you'll see them. And so I hope that you guys enjoy these analyses that I put out from time to time when I see these opportunities. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Melissa? Welcome back. Hi, Joanne. Michael. What's up? Santosh. Big City Sound. What's up? Michael Caballero. Good evening. How are you doing? Good morning. And Chris, what's up? Welcome back. Ryan, morning tea. I'll be signing up for the class on Saturday. Awesome. Just so you guys know, if you guys are not aware, Everyday Growth Advisors will be holding wave number 12. This will be a beginner's course. I've already put out some information here if you want to go have a look at it. 5-day course, 3-hour live sessions with me. If you're planning to join this course, enrollment will begin on Saturday, on the 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're in Singapore, that's going to be Sunday at 12 a.m. And if you want to sign up, all you have to do is go to optionsync.com at 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. Okay, hit join now. Scroll down here, and you'll see the courses here. Right now, it's going to say sold out until enrollment opens. When enrollment opens, all you got to do is hit this button right here. It'll say enroll now, and that will be another great one, so that you can pretty much sign up. All right. This is going to be a 5-day course. Here are some testimonials from alumni from the previous waves. This is a October graduate, so somebody who just recently graduated saying, EJ beginner course, fire. I can say with full confidence this is the most underrated training you will ever get a chance to get into. T is no joke, sensei of stock trading, humble and a beast at the same time when it comes to this. There's so much knowledge here that is mind-blowing. If you have experience or not, this is the place to start, hands down. You'll get the live courses emailed to you so you can rewatch and let everything resonate, because honestly, I don't know anyone would be able to absorb all the information in a 5-day span. There's no gimmicks, waste of time, BS here. It's straight to it and incredibly impactful. This course alone has made me a lifetime option swing student and a member, more importantly, a young grasshopper, if you will, eager to learn everything that he has to offer. If you go up to bat, I'll go up to bat for this platform, and all the great teachers here basically give you the roadmap to financial freedom. Intermediate course, here I come. And this student went on to take the intermediate course, and he also had a great session. So another one here from Big City Sound. We see him, Big City Sound, in the chat. Just finished a 5-day. And all I can say is, wow, this course is everything I needed, and being able to watch the recordings over and over as I like adds a ton of value to the course. I've been studying and paper trading options for about 6 months, but this course did a great job of connecting all the dots and allowing me to build my own strategy. Also, the instruction technical analysis is a game changer for me. T was an outstanding instructor with a wealth of experience to share to the class. Additionally, being able to attend his live trading sessions and seeing the class concepts and fundamental teachings in action was truly amazing. Those sessions alone, I believe, are worth more than the cost of the class, and I couldn't be more satisfied with my purchase. I fully intend to sign up for the intermediate course. And Big City Sound as well was part of wave 11 of our intermediate course. So these members all moved on into the intermediate course, and this was great because they all learned further. Captain Baby here said the course was all that I could expect and more. He is an amazing mentor who's very passionate about what he does, wants you to succeed and avoid common mistakes that an investor makes when he first started out. Not only did the course help me visualize what's wrong with the stock through technical analysis, also taught me how to perform fundamental analysis, which is extremely valuable for building a long-term portfolio. And the material was explained clearly and is really focused on calculating risk to reward and maximizing success rates. I highly recommend taking this course. So these are some testimonials left behind by students. The EGA 5 Days of Growth course focuses on building a systematic trading system using probability and statistics. This is what I teach. Improving the odds of success through risk management and putting your capital preservation at the forefront. On the first day, we fix your psychological barriers and break down your egos by, fixing the brain to get out of auto mode. So here is the curriculum for the 5-day course. If you were wondering, you can find it on my Instagram page at Everyday Growth Advisor, which is right here. We cover a whole different bunch of topics, even options trading, and then fundamental analysis, all the different types of trading setups, risk to reward, behavioral mistakes. I do a breakdown on financial indices, how to plan, execute a trade, and also how to use the options trading platform. You have live quizzes every day, 2 weeks access to options trading daily, and all classes recorded and emailed to you every single day. So these are the things that you get as a value proposition. Not to mention that we do 2 live trading sessions together, which all EJ alumni have access to. And this will be the price of the course. If you're an option swing member, you get $80 off your purchase by putting in the code, which will be in the announcements. And it's going to be a Monday to Friday schedule with classes every day at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to join, please make sure that you set an alarm for Saturday and join us for wave number 12. We hope to see you there. Awesome. I thought I should, put that out there. I'll be putting on another post today that will pretty much, put out another update for the course, and that should kind of help you guys out a little bit. Also, let's have a look at the ones on our watch list that I was pulling out. So CrowdStrike was one of them, right up pre-market here. JD also big time up here. Broke above the resistance here, 82 to 86, a $4 move here. Alta also up slightly, about $4 here. So those are the ones that we're watching, and they're all looking great here. So these are all the ones that we were watching for the week. Great. Let's get into this a little bit. There's a lot of information to go through today. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Welcome. Have your coffee in hand. And let's get straight to it. So first things first, the elections are what everybody's waiting on. Market rallied a little bit here last night. No updates here to the elections. But, it seems to me like it's going to be a pretty tight race. As far as voting's concerned, you can't really tell who's going to win yet. But 82 to 87% of the votes, have been counted. And so we'll see what happens, within the next few days. We'll have a definitive answer, I think probably in the next few days. Interesting thing was this, play-by-play that Wall Street Journal put out. Trump and Biden's path to victory in 2020 election. And Trump has 9 ways to win 57 more electoral votes, while Biden has 18 more ways to win 32 more electoral votes. So you can actually have a look at how this goes. These are the battleground states over here. Majority of them have been already picked out, like Florida, Georgia, Iowa has already been picked up. Maine, I don't know if Maine has been picked up yet. Let's see. I feel like it hasn't. Maybe Maine. Oh, Maine is swinging towards Biden, right? And then you have North Carolina, which is swinging towards, I want to say, Trump. But it's still pretty close to count. It's still pretty close. You have Ohio already swung towards Trump. Texas swung towards Trump. Arizona swung towards Biden. Michigan, which was swung. This one's too close as well, right? So you have a couple of them that are really too close. And then you have Nebraska, which is, let's see here. Man, my U.S. geography needs to definitely improve here. Nevada looks like a possible Biden win, but it's still too close. Where is Nebraska? I feel like I should know this. There we go. This one's Trump, right? And then Nevada. This is going to be a pretty contested one, so we'll see. This one's going to be close. And then Pennsylvania, I think, is swinging Trump, right? Yep, swinging Trump. And you have, last but not least, Wisconsin, which I think they're kind of in early stages of saying it's going to go to Biden. But I still feel it's way too close to count this one. 49.6 to 48. So really, honestly, boils down to like one or two states that are really going to be the determinants of, who this is going to go to. Either way, just as long as there is a clear winner, the market is going to rally till the end of the year. Okay. Now today I do expect, from this rush up and this risk on all of a sudden for a mini pullback. Definitely expect it. It's definitely something that will happen. So keep your eyes peeled out for that. Do not go overly bullish on anything just yet. I wouldn't recommend that. I would be cautiously bullish. And just be exercise risk management, guys. Okay. So that's your update with the elections here. Also, so you can actually do this really cool one where you can actually move these into the buckets and see how they can win. So Wisconsin here possibly. Let's see. Wisconsin was going to be Biden possibly. You move them to Biden's way. Pennsylvania with Trump. Nevada, we don't know yet. North Carolina looks Trump. Michigan was Trump leaning, right? Maine is Biden winning. Biden leaning. And then and Georgia is here. So in this scenario, Trump wins. Okay. But that's we don't know where Nevada's gonna go. If Nevada goes this way, then you have it really is gonna boil down to that. That's how close this race is gonna be, or at least that's what I'm looking at right now. You can see literally this is like playing a game of chess, and the first person to get there gets there. So if we have these states, just with the minor fluctuation, it's gonna be a very nasty outcome, and they're gonna trigger recounts. I'm 100% sure about it. 100% sure. So Biden retains path to win Pennsylvania with mail. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wasn't Pennsylvania? Oh wow. So nah, I don't think so. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take the headlines with a grain of salt because, I'm totally being unbiased here. I honestly do not. I don't care for any one of them winning. To be honest, I think both of them are horrible. From an outside Asian perspective, I think that both of them are not good leaders. But to be fair, I think if I were to choose the lesser between two evils, then I wouldn't even choose, to be honest. But I don't know what they're saying here. Biden retains path to win Pennsylvania with mail vote. I'm not sure how that would be possible, to be honest. But he has I feel like Trump has a pretty big lead there, so I'm not really sure how that would work if mail-ins even were covering that many votes. I don't know. Okay, fight too close to call, and then Trump's road to Supreme Court. This is another thing. He came out saying that they were rigging the elections as usual. That is what may cause the markets to go down. Okay, that is I think that is honestly the biggest fear for the market right now. A stalemate, something like that. That would really, really cause me, that would cause us a possible scare and a push down further. From what I see so far, I think there's one more wave down before we have the wave up going through November and December. So I would be extremely cautious here as this market tries to rally. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Tech shares rally. So you can see pre-market here, and I'm going to go through that in a second. Waning stimulus bets, Thai protesters, China plans deeper and crackdown, surging hospital cases. Okay. And then Alzheimer drug. Okay. Okay. Another one was about OPEC possibly cutting oil. Again, that was another headline that I saw, I believe, on Wall Street Journal right here. Market swing as investors brace for drawn out elections. I just realized I don't have my chat open, so I can't see what you guys are saying. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, I was hoping that I could read your chat. Okay, cool. You guys didn't say much. All right. Yeah. So, drawn out election results. That's what's going to really cause the jitters. Okay. And then what markets are telling us as election results flow in. Uber, Lyft, and this is also another thing. Uber and Lyft should be up today. That was the ballot measure put on the California Prop 22, which should have made these two. Yeah, there we go. $4 up here, and $5 up on Uber. That's pretty decent move, honestly. That's a pretty decent move. I would watch these, be careful, and I don't know. I wouldn't buy into these right now. Just saying. U.S. Treasury to moderate pace of government borrowing, which is actually a good thing. And suspended Ant shows growing regulatory focus on fintech giants. Cold weather thaws natural gas prices. Hedge fund manager Crispin O'Day to step down. Okay, cool. All right, not much there. Let's have a look at the S&P 500 today. So here we go. Markets are mostly risk on, right? We can see a bunch of people getting heavy tech again. Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Netflix, your standard MAGA stocks, or the, what do you call them? FANG, right? And we also have a bunch of others. Intuit, ServiceNow, CRM, right? A bunch of semiconductors are up. Healthcare is up. Let's see. Booking.com. Ross. Oh, that's weird. And then a whole bunch of aerospace and defense are up. Boeing, not so much. Boeing at 155. Wow. Wait a minute. Wasn't it at like 140 just a couple of days back? Oh yeah, it was. Wow. This one made a nice recovery. This was, I can't believe I missed it. Interesting. Might have to play Boeing. Okay, cool. Okay, let's talk about the pre-market movers here. NEO up 6%. Now, I see a lot of people ask me about NEO in the chat. Remember that we covered this ticker on our live stream, and we had an intrinsic valuation for NEO, which was excuse me. Oh, I don't have it anymore. That's weird. I actually did have it. I'm not sure where it went. The intrinsic value of this stock that we calculated for NEO was about $50 to $60. Okay, and it, I'm not saying that it's going to get there right away. What I'm saying is that's the valuation of the stock that we came to after doing a DCF valuation based on existing operational cash flow out to a 10-year growth rate. Okay, and obviously the thing about it is there are multiple caveats about this. Okay, multiple. This is in NEO's is going straight up because of the fact that it has better margins, it has delivery numbers, it has demand, and that is what is causing this stock to moon. Okay, earnings are coming out again, in 2 weeks from now, right? Yeah, 2 weeks, 17th of November. So chances are it could continue to rally, but as soon as it hits $40, I will for sure be somewhat initiating short-term short positions. Okay, something's wrong with my mic. What's wrong with my mic? Is there something wrong with my mic, guys? What's wrong with my mic? What's wrong with my mic? My mic should be fine. I don't know. Is my mic okay? I feel like the delay is crazy. Maybe you want to check your volume, man, Jace. Should be fine. On my end, everything looks fine. So NEO could continue, you know, it could continue going higher, but you just got to be careful. Okay, at 40 bucks is where I see interim resistance. Now, you can also plot the Fibonacci extension here. This would be your swing low, and let's say your swing high right here, right? And you can see at $40 exactly right here. Let me show you what I'm looking at. You can see that's exactly where your golden pocket is, okay? 0.618 golden pocket here at $40.72. This is the level at which you need to be extremely careful and where I would expect a resistance to form. This is the reason why I say $40 is because I already plot the Fibonacci extension there to show you, and this is what I've already done, you know, to ascertain that this is your potential target price if you are in NEO, okay? This is your potential target price. And then you should absolutely be taking some profits and taking a short position down, sell some calls, if you will, if you have shares, okay? That should be the strategy that you play this. Think like an institution. Don't be thinking like a retail trader, okay? You got to think from the from the institution perspective. What are they doing, all right? Chances are they're going to buy a bunch of shares, push the price up, and they already have calls. They've had calls for a while. Let those calls gain IV, right? Gain volatility, go up there where their target price is, and then unload all their options, crush the IVs, right? And then once they sell all the options off, then they start to sell the stock down to engage in the next wave up. All right. So be extremely careful. This could be a runner, but do you really want to play this to the upside? Absolutely not. Why? Does it have a good risk to reward ratio on the long side? Probably not, right? So let's have a look at it, right? If your target is up here right now, where NEO is, how much of risk are you taking on? This is your potential risk, right? All of this in the red zone is your risk. Why? Because NEO can potentially come down to either the 50 or it could come down to this demand zone over here, which is right below here. This was a previous resistance, which will now become a support. And so this is your level. Now, what is your risk to reward ratio? It's less than 1. This is no good for a upside trade here. So should you buy into the top? No. Why? Because mathematically it doesn't make sense. Remember, we do things based on probability and statistics, okay? We don't do things based on emotions. So yes, this might be great. It can keep going up, right? But remember, you're entering at such a high price that you do not have the right risk to reward here, all right? So I hope that clears that up for all the NEO questions. I will not answer any more NEO questions, all right? Cool. Now, talking about UPS, the ticker of the week, I did the intrinsic valuation on this company as well. By the way, pre-market scanners here. Uber and Lyft up 13-16%. D-Dog. Ooh, wait a minute. Haven't looked at that one for a while. Interesting. Yeah, this was a great one as well, right? Nice little demand zone here. Should have caught that one. These are all great bounce plays, guys. Great bounce plays. We should have caught these. But it's okay. It's okay. We didn't catch them. We'll catch them next time. You can't catch all of them, right? But you gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Pokemon. Just kidding. So Anthem, Cigna, these are all healthcare. Lots of healthcare. Zoom up 5%. Back again. And then some big losers here. Everest, Regroup, whatever this is. A bunch of other ones. Cool. Okay. Let's run through the quick valuation of UPS here. Now, revenues have been steadily improving, except, you know, one of the years, 14-15, they had very slow revenue growth, and then from then on, growth rate has been kind of slowing down. Okay. Now the 10-year average growth rate of operational cash flows. The operational cash flows from 10 years is actually not very stable, okay? You can see it goes from 5 to 3 to 7 to 7 to 7 to 5 to 7 to 6 to 1 to 12 to 8. It's improving, but this is not a very stable cash flow for operations, okay? This poses some risk. Now, the average growth rate between the 10-year period for this was actually about 3 to 4%. Now, with the exception of this year, we see growth rates at a much higher level, and therefore I have taken the DCF assumption model to be a little different. Our cap M WAC is going to be at about 7 to 8% in the discount rate for our discount factors, and then as for terminal values, we'll see almost a 1-to-1 to 2.1 revenue exit multiple. Okay. As far as revenue goes, we're expecting them to grow about 8% this year, 6% next year, 5% for the next 2 years, 6% for the next 2 years, and then taper off at 4 and 3 over those next post years after that. This, along with the capital expenditure of 6.9% for this year, and then followed by 2 years of lower capex, which was actually signaled by the management through the report that we read on Monday. So you got to use everything that you read to make your decisions here. Capex, they were expecting it to be lower in the years to come because this year they have spent a lot of money. And remember, we looked at those weird Capex numbers, and there was something about it that I was telling you guys about, remember? I was like, don't you think that's weird? They're expecting to spend a lot of money by the end of the year. And so I put a higher Capex for this year and then a much lower one for the next 2 years, and then resuming a higher and then an average Capex over the next 3 years. Okay, so kind of tweaking your assumption model here will definitely make a lot of sense. Working capital here, last 4 quarters about 1.3%. We'll keep that similar all the way. As for depreciation and amortization, average was about 3.4. We're going to go with 3.2 here. And the tax rate at about 26%. That's a selected assumption, which are usually about the same. We can go with a slightly higher tax rate here. Honestly, doesn't make a big difference. So with all of that, we come to an intrinsic valuation of about $136 using a 10-year DCF revenue exit multiple, with operating cash flows in play. Okay, revenues and taking into account EBITDA as well. Okay, $136. That is actually a 16% downside on UPS. All right, that is a 16% downside. So we're looking at the stock to come down to 136, which is right there. So this is where our target price for UPS is currently, and we're gonna go ahead and add a text box here. And this will be here for a while so that we don't need to worry about There we go. Perfect. So this is our intrinsic valuation. It's going to stay there for a while. We'll go, sometimes we'll go check it out sometimes. Now, another thing is, remember, we have this gap down here. At some point in time is, if UPS really does come down to kind of test this intrinsic valuation zone, then we may come down to close this gap at $120. That's when I would be a buyer once again. Below this margin of safety here at $120, this would be the purchase window for UPS. Okay, this would be the purchase window. So this is where we really want to purchase the stock. Okay. Now I'm not saying that this is a 100% thing that says that UPS is gonna sell off here. Nope, not saying that. I'm just saying this is the intrinsic valuation. The market valuation is completely different from the intrinsic valuation. I'm just saying this is the value of the stock right now based on its existing cash flows from the previous quarter, the latest quarter, okay? And we are taking into account all the cash flows out into the next 10 years. This is the value of the stock right now, okay? 136.5. It doesn't mean that 164 is not the right price because the market prices in other growth prospects about the stock, okay? So keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. Now, other things about this company, looking at the financials here. We have a price to earnings ratio, which is actually on the higher side. So the stock is slightly overvalued right now compared to industry average. All right. It comes from a very usually a sector that doesn't have a lot of a very high PE ratios. Okay, and the beta of the stock is actually very close to S&P 500 beta, which is at 1. So this is not actually a very risky stock, but the fact that its PE ratio is so high makes it fairly overvalued here. Okay, it's commanding that valuation through a 80% return on equity and a 15% ROIC, netted with a 7% ROA or 8% ROA and a 5% net margin. Okay, not to mention they pay dividends and they're expecting to hike dividends, and so this is more of a royalty stock to hold, which is the reason why people hold the stock, and it has a high PE. Okay, net income at 9% is actually pretty solid for a business that's been around for more than 20 years. Even though operating income is a little bit further down, their margins are improving, so this is actually not such a big problem. Now, quick ratios and current ratios here are above 1. Remember the differences here, current ratios here with the current assets over liabilities, and the quick ratios taking into account any inventory that they have here. So these above 1 here are actually pretty healthy for the company. Interest coverage at 9.5, which means they cover 9 times of what they borrow, for their debt that they have. And so therefore this debt to equity ratio at 5, which usually above 1 is a, more than 1, we usually consider this slightly poor, but they have 3 times the interest coverage ratio, which usually should be times 3. Therefore, this is seems okay to me. Also, I was looking at the note offerings, and they have the biggest chunk of their debt is going to be due next year, and then the year after they have a bunch of debt that's due as well. So these are the things you need to know about the business going forward. And if you want to be a UPS owner long term, you got to study these things and know all of these minor intricacies within this business. Okay, read the 10K, read the 10Q. So that's the reason why you attend this live stream. You come here so that I do it for you and I tell you what I'm looking at. Okay, from a financial analyst perspective, this is what I'm looking at. Okay, so I hope that what we do here helps you out to understand better about the stock. If you particularly found this interesting, leave a comment in the chat. Tell me what you found interesting about our valuation today. What do you like about it? What you don't like about it? I want to hear your feedback. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So 136.52. That's roughly the valuation. I've already written it in the chart, so you'll see that throughout time. And yeah, let's do some ticker breakdowns. I feel like I have a little bit of time. We can do that today. So let's have a look. Okay, NEO, not going to cover that. I already covered NEO. Any NEOs will have already been covered. Okay, so if you don't know what I said about NEO, please watch the replay. Amazon, 4,200s for February. Why not? I would say so. But I think 4,200 might be a too far strike. I think you should have gone with like a 4,000 would have been more realistic, to be honest. 4,000 would have been great. I think that's more realistic. 4,200 is a bit of a stretch, just a bit of a stretch. If you were to draw a fib extension here, from your swing low to your swing high here, right? You can see that 388 and then 41. These are pretty much, the 3882 is like your golden pocket here. This is your target here, pretty much. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. Delete. This is your target here. If you want to take Amazon target, that's going to be your target. 3882 roughly. So I would lower your strike if you can. On a rally, I would lower the strike. That's what I would do. Let me get rid of all these weird color lines here, because too much going on here. Too much. Okay, I hope that helps you out. Looking at a 1 hour chart, by the way. Now. Okay, cool. Awesome. Good morning. What's up, Poco, Molo, Woko? What's up, Evelyn? Welcome. What's up, Salim? Hi, good morning. Hi, Matthew. What's up? Iqbal, how you doing? JD, killing it pre-market, breaking the all-time high. Yep. What is Twitter handle? EGA Learn. Yep. Someone posted it below. You can feel free to follow me. I imagine there would be some good scalps and day trades today. Probably. But I wouldn't play them bullish. I would play them bearish, right? Oh, we forgot to do the pre-market update. I'm sorry. For the SPY, NASDAQ, and the technical updates. So you can see how abruptly we moved up here. Now, obviously this is not going to be sustainable so crazily right off the bat. I would say retracement back here to 38.2 would be nice. So you know, that's where I would honestly see possible retracement. I wish I could draw arrows on this thing. Maybe I can. There we go. Maybe I can do this. Be much easier. Wait a minute. What? Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. This should be the retracement target here. So we'll leave that there and see if we actually come down there. 38.2 should be the retracement target for the NASDAQ here on the 1 hour chart. We're looking at 1 hour. We can post into the 4 hour chart here and also see the same thing here. Here, we'll move this up here. It's much easier. This should be the retracement target here. Looking at the fib, if we were to do a 50% retracement, this is roughly where it's going to be. A little lower, but it should be around here. Okay, that should be where we will bounce. That's what I would say. So I would say scalps to the downside, not scalps to the upside. That's what I would say. Options going crazy in pre-market. Which options? Options don't trade pre-market. Do you think we will have a big pullback this week? Possibly. Not a big pullback, but a nominal pullback. TWO, $5 calls. What is TWO? Does it have a 10 billion market cap? $1 billion market cap. I wouldn't trade this. I'm sorry. Baba, $300 calls for this week. Weekly contracts. Possible, but then the you know, and financial news might be, you know, putting some downward pressure on the stock. I see the possibility, but I don't think it's going to happen this week. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's a very risky play, Chris. It's like a lotto. That's all I'm going to say. Out of curiosity, what are your thoughts on NEO? Okay, I already answered this question. No, it's expected to hit 50 by late February, according to what I read. Yeah, what you read is definitely not going to be of any use unless you have a crystal ball. Something's wrong with your mic. Oh, we already answered this. You're good. I'm fine. Okay, here you're fine. Here you're fine. You're loud and clear. What are your thoughts on Solar Edge? Don't know what that is. Thoughts on Pfizer? So, guys, I'm not sure if you guys are new to the stream, but welcome in if you are. Instead of posting questions like, what are your thoughts on? It's much better if you gave me your thoughts in a ticker breakdown format, like how everybody else does. You know, it's very difficult for me to break down a stock for you without you giving me circumstances of which you are thinking about. I do not know all in every stock. I do, you know, breakdowns based on what I see on technical analysis. I can do it if you ask me a specific target point for the options that I'm trading or the options that you're trading, and I can give you, you know, my analysis on what I see. That's pretty much all. Pinterest, 62 calls, November 20th. This one looks decent. I'm not gonna lie. This one looks okay. $62 calls. Yeah, it looks okay. Looks like it could continue up here to go up to test 68-ish. Yep, I would think so. Not a bad idea. I like it. November 20th too, so we have a little bit of time. That's okay, I would say so. Does it make sense to buy calls now, or should we scoop up shares instead while we wait for market to stabilize? The times to buy shares were last week. You should have bought shares sometime on this, you know, when it was bleeding. That's when you should have bought shares. Now you got to wait for the pullback down to 38.2 before you get in. That's what I'm going to say. Facebook, 300 calls for the end of November. Possible, but I think your strike might be a bit far out, too far out. Facebook is notorious for moving sideways. I would say give yourself more time. NOC, Northrop Grumman, that's a nice one actually. I like that play. What is your strike? You said 315. Yep, absolutely. Great. Yep, I would say so. Yep, sure. Nice two waves here. Yeah, I would play that one. I would play this one. Absolutely. I like it. Volume came in. Nice one of buying here. I would say, yeah, this is a good play here. Adler. I'm going to add this to my watch list right now. Thank you very much for that. Northrop Grumman. That's a good one. It's also part of defense. So these are the kinds of plays that you want to buy. defensive place right now. SPY today, not sure what that means. Disney 130 calls for end of 20th November. 130 calls. 130 up here. Oof, nah, man, come on. I mean, it's a bit far strike. I mean, it could do it, but I don't think so. I think you need more time on those. Like end of December maybe, but not like end of like not even 20th November. That's way too soon. You don't have enough time there. Plug $20 calls 621. That's next year. Looking good. Lots of volume. I like the play. Wait for the retracement back down before you get in here. And your strike's a bit too far out. RTX 5650 puts 1113 scalp for today. Okay then. Raytheon, why would you want to scalp this one though? Like to the downside. Oh, I see what you're saying though. Yeah, you know what? Maybe not such a bad idea. Sure. Okay, I can see it. I could see it. I could see it possible. 5650. Yep. Okay. Sure. Why not? Just be careful though. I would say be careful. This is bullish now. Consolidating above moving averages. If it breaks out here, if it holds above this, I wouldn't take the puts. Just saying. Are you guys seeing a blur screen? Are you seeing a blur screen? I don't know. Let me know if you guys are seeing a blur screen. I should have fixed the streaming issues already. What do you think of Apple 120 for March? Absolutely. I like Apple for 120 for March. I'm curious, where do you pick the spot for Fibonacci? Do you go over that any of the videos? Absolutely, Jeremy. Jeremy, if you go over to my YouTube channel here, I have an entire webinar dedicated to this. Go to my YouTube channel, go to playlist, click on growth webinar, view full playlist here, scroll down, and right here, how do you plot fibs, extensions, targets, and retracements? Right there. Entire 1 hour video going through all of those things. DraftKings, $40 calls for November 23rd. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is looking great as well. But I would say in order for you to take this, like, okay, right now it could still get rejected here, okay? I know it's opened up here. It could come down, fall back below this. What I would recommend is wait for the consolidation here before you play this to the upside. But I like the play. I like the play, but you gotta wait for confirmation. This is not confirmation yet. Yeah, you have one wave. You have one wave up. The second wave, you gotta wait for the confirmation and then take that to the upside. By the way, if you guys are here and you're enjoying the stream so far, please smash the like button. I know I don't say this enough, but you know your support means a lot to me, and you being here, means a lot to me. So make sure just hit the thumbs up button so that YouTube can recommend this video to other people. I would really appreciate that. Thank you for taking your time out to being here. All right, cool. I guess that's all the tickers broken down today. Tomorrow we have a webinar on MACD and RSI. I'll be breaking those two indicators down for you guys. So that's tomorrow's live stream right here. 9:30, same thing. Come by. And then Friday we choose a new ticker again. Can't believe that this week just flew by like that. So yeah, definitely be coming through tomorrow for the webinar. I hope that will help you out. I will explain what MACD is, how you use it, what RSI is, how do you use it. In conjunction with other indicators, and I also will show you the pitfalls and the benefits of using them. Or maybe you're wondering why I only have RSI here and not MACD. Huh? Right? So yeah, we'll go through those things tomorrow, and hopefully it will help you out. So I guess till tomorrow, peace out and have a great day. Right? Hector says, hi T, thank you bro, very good content man. Thank you Hector, appreciate that man. I'll see if I have any more stragglers here if you want me to say, if you guys want to say anything. As always, thank you T, no problem Melissa, absolutely. Great content T, thank you so much, thanks, no problem guys, no problem at all. Just smash the like button on your way out. All right guys, have a good one, and remember, pick trades that are going to be skewed to the downside today. Don't be over trading stuff, okay? And you know, this retracement back down should come today. Check the elections. What happened? Did something happen? What happened? What happened? What happened? Let's see. No, it's still the same. We're good. We're good. We'll see. We'll have an update tomorrow about elections as well, so should be okay. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good day. See ya tomorrow. Bye-bye.